Hi students, how are you? Did you read the topics we discussed in the last classes? Okay, good. Let's continue our class. Okay. In the last class, we saw the archaeologists dig under the surface of the earth to find out different things like ornaments, remains of ornaments, pans, pots, tools the early people used. We saw that. They excavate and explore. That words we discussed in the last class. Then all our sixth page number 6. Take your textbook. You all have textbook now. Take it. Page number 6. Archaeologists also look for bones of animals, birds and fish to find out what people ate in the past. Plant remains survive far more rarely. If seeds of grain or pieces of wood have been burned, they survive in charred form. See, archaeologists also look for bones of animals and birds and fish. Why did they search bones of animals and birds? They want to know what the people ate in that time. Okay, what the people used to eat during that period. For that, they search different kinds of bones of birds and animals and fish. Plant remains survived very rarely. That means plants very easily plants will damage. So the archaeologist very rarely got the remains of plants. If the seeds if they got or the evidence of a seed they got, that should be in the charred form. Listen. C-H-A-R-R-E-D. Charred form means burned. They may be burned. The seeds may be burned. That form, that remains of seeds, if they got, that should be in the charred form. Okay. And they very rarely got the the remains of clothes also. Clothes. Then historians, that is scholars who study the past, often use the word source to refer to the information found from manuscripts, inscriptions and archaeology. Historians, listen. Who are historians? The scholars who study the past. Historians are the scholars, learned people who study about the past. They always use the word source. Listen, they always use the word source. What is source? They always used the word source to refer the things what they got. That means in the form of manuscripts, inscriptions and archaeology. From manuscripts, inscriptions and archaeology, they got a lot of information about the past. All these things the historians refer as source, or to say these things they use always the word source. So we learn who are historians. Who are historians? The historians are the scholars who study the past. And what is the meaning of source? The word source the historians used to refer the information they got from manuscripts, inscriptions and archaeology. Once sources are found, learning about the past becomes an adventure. When they got any evidence or any source, when they got, they it become an adventure. They are like detectives. Who are detectives? The people who are going back, going behind to get the evidences about a crime. Detectives. Okay, like police, they also are trying to reveal many cases. Okay, so the historians are like detectives. When they got any source, they they will go behind that, and they will reach in a conclusion. Okay, through that things they find out the history of that period step by step. Okay, so from this paragraph we want to learn about who are historians and what is source. Okay, then one past or many. Next paragraph. Did you notice the title of this book? What is the name of your textbook? Our past. Our pasts. See, not past. Our pasts, given in plural. The word given in plural. What is the reason for that? The past, they experienced, or the people experienced different way. Okay. We have used the word past in plural to draw attention to the fact that the past was different for different groups of people. All the people experienced their life in different way. Their past were not same. Different groups of people experienced their past in different way. For example, the lives of herders or farmers were different from those of kings and queens. The lives of merchants were different from those of craftspersons, and so on. See, the lives of herders and farmers. Who are herders? The people, those who are look after the cow, sheep, like that. The herders and farmers, their lives were entirely different from the lives of kings and queens. And merchants of different kings and queens, and the lives of merchants were different from those of craft persons, and so on. That means different groups' lives were different. Their past were different. That's why we are discussing about all the people's past. That's why the book's title given as Our Past. Okay. Also, as is true even today, people follow different practices and customs in different parts of the country. Now also, in our country, there are 28 states in our country. The people of different states follow different types of practices. Their religious beliefs are different. Their food style is different. Their dressing different. Their language different. So, the same way, the last years or the ancient period also, the people their life were different way. Today, most people living in Andaman Islands get their own food by fishing, hunting and collecting forest produce. Different style of life. For example, Andaman and Nicobar Islands. People of Andaman and Nicobar Islands, their livelihood, or they earn their livelihood by fishing, like that, hunting, collecting forest produce. The people of Andaman and Nicobar Islands get their own food by fishing, hunting and collecting forest produce. By contrast, most people living in cities depend on others for supplies of food. The people those who are living in cities, can they go for fishing or hunting or doing agriculture anything in the people of city? Not possible. They depend others for their food. Okay. Differences such as these existed in the past as well. Present condition is this. Past also the same way. People, some people depend others for their food. Besides, there is another kind of difference. We know a great deal about kings and the battles they fought because they kept records of their victories. We know about different kings and the battles they fought. The battles they fought, the war. Battle means war. They fought. What is the reason? The kings and queens, they recorded their past. They wrote about their victory in battles. So, the historians got a lot of information about the lives of kings and queens and their battles, their victories and their relations with the other kings. Everything they learned. But in the case of ordinary people, they didn't keep records about their life. The ordinary people such as hunters, fishing folk, fishermen, gatherers, the people, those who collect food, things from here and there, farmers or herders, they did not keep records of what they did. How do they earn their livelihood? Different things they didn't record anywhere. So the historians didn't get very clear information about their past. Okay. While archaeology helps us to find out about their lives, there is much that remains unknown. The archaeology helps us to find out the life about this type of people. Then also many things remains unknown. That means we want to know many things. The historians find out many things, then still all these things remains unknown. Many of their things remain unknown. Okay, so the lives of different groups of people were different. Their past were different. The last topic in this lesson is, what do dates mean? Listen about the dates. If somebody asks you the date, you will probably mention the day, month and year, 2000 and something. Normally we are using all these things about if anybody asks you date, you will probably, we will inform them about the day, month, year like that, 2000, 2005, 2020 like that we are always saying. These years are counted from the date generally assigned to the birth of Jesus Christ, the founder of Christianity. We started calculation of the date or year. The base of that calculations is the birth date of Jesus Christ. Okay, so we mention BC and AD. Listen, BC and AD. When we read the textbook, we will go through different years along with the BC and AD. What are these things? BC and AD. Listen to the board. If we consider 0 as the birth year of Jesus Christ, because this date of birth of Jesus Christ is a debating issue. Anyhow, we consider 0 as the birth day of Jesus Christ. Then we that year of birth year of Jesus Christ, Then we start from here. This year we considered AD, after the birth of, or after the birth of Jesus Christ. 1 AD, 2 AD, 3 AD, like. And here, before the birth of Jesus Christ, we use BC. Here we use 1 BC, 2 BC, otherwise BC 1, BC 2, like that. 3 BC, 4 BC, like that. Here BC is explain about the period of before Christ, before the birth of Jesus Christ. And AD, here AD mentioned not after the death. No, it is Anno Domini. Anno Domini. Anno Domini means in the year of our Lord. In the year of our Lord. BC, before Christ. AD, Anno Domini. It is a Latin word meaning in the year of our Lord. So, usually we calculating years like this, before Christ and Anno Domini. AD and BC. Okay, these AD and BC are Christian terms. For a secular way, we use the CE and BCE. CE and listen. CE means common era. Common era. And BCE, before common era. Before common era. Instead of BC, BCE, before common era, instead of AD, common era, that is CE. These two terms are secular terms. That means in case of Christians only, they believe in Jesus Christ everything. So BC and AD are Christian terms. Instead of BC and AD, in a secular way, or all the religions together accepted the terms CE and BCE the same way, BC and AD. BC means before Christ. That means before the birth of Jesus Christ. And AD, Anno Domini, a Latin word, means in the year of our Lord. Okay. This about this you will study in 7th standard also. So, we discussed some important points today. All these things you want to read many times, and for our exam this complete lesson should be there. Out of 25, you know, you all got the timetable also. Anyhow, read the lesson carefully. I will send you notes, prepare it and send back. Okay, shall we wind up today's class? Thank you.